Hello everyone. In this tutorial we will be going through VPCs and how to create it, and once we have seen that, we'll go with creating subnets, both public and private. Then we will create internet gateways. Then we will look at how we can basically create EC2 instances in our VPCs which would be accessible on the internet. So let's get started. I guess you all are comfortable or familiar with the CIDR and classless interdomain and subnets. If not, we will go through it in this video itself. So you simply need to do is you can write VPC in your console and click on it. You'll come over here. So as you can see, as of now we only have the one VPC in here, which is the default one. You can create the VPC as of now. Alright, so we can name it whatever we want, and since it is in Mumbai region, maximum VPCs we can have per region is 5. That is the soft limit. Alright, so I'll write here demo VPC, and I can give the interdomain classless interdomain routing range as 16 for now. Let's keep everything as default and create VPC. So now this creates our VPC, naming demo VPC, and it has also created a root table for us as of now. If I refresh it, yes, see, this is the main root table for us. Okay, we'll look at it later. Now what we need to do is we will create subnets. So these are the default ones. You see they with 20/20 range. That means the total IPv4 addresses that they had were 4096, but 5 IPs are reserved by AWS, the first 4 and the last one. So that is why they are only showing 4091. So let's create our subnets. We'll create subnet. We'll pass our VPC ID. This is the one we created just now. So subnet 1 would be just for the sake of simplicity we can keep it as public subnet A. Okay, and we can pass AP South 1 over here. Alright, so next what we can do is we have to assign our CIDR block. So what I'll do is I'll mention the /24 range 24. So this takes 256 IPs, in which 5 IPs, first 4 and the last one would not be accessible to us. So we can only have 251 IPs. Similarly, I'll do for the public subnet B as well. Let's copy it and go down. Public subnet B, I'll deploy in the B zone. Let's keep it as 10.0.0.0. okay, so I had already mentioned 0 in that. Let's keep it 1 for here and keep it 24. So similarly we'll get 256. Now what we'll do is I'll create one subnets, a little larger subnets for the private ones. So I can do private subnet A. I'll put it in 1A, and then I can go for 10.0.0. okay, so maybe 10.0.32.0 slash let's keep it 20. Yep, so 4096 IPs we have assigned to our first private subnet, sorry. And similarly I'll do for the subnet B as well. So private subnet B, let's add it over here also, 0 16.0/20. Okay, so yeah, this is done, and I can simply create subnets. So there were no overlapping of the subnets, and they are created successfully in the same VPC, that is demo VPC. Alright, now what I'll do is I'll try to create a EC2 instance. I'll try to create a EC2 instance in the demo VPC. So for that I'll leave these things as default. I'll directly go to network settings. I'll change it to demo VPC. I'll be uploading it to public subnet A, and this is disabled for now. So this is because if you go over here and check the public subnet A settings, if you go inside it, you see this is disabled, because of which auto assign was off. So you can save it like this, and once again if you try to refresh it, go here, check demo VPC, public subnet A, and this time it is enabled on its own. Now let's go to the create security group. We can keep it as demo SG for now, and let's launch instance. And this is not it, but for the sake of it I have created the key pair. I'm basically using the old one that I had used a long time ago. Okay, so instance will start running, but we won't be able to access it as of now. We'll be getting error, so let's wait for it to go into running state. Okay, so this is the IP. If I try to connect it with it, is so as you can see this is already throwing error. So what it is saying is, to make the subnet a public network, add a route in the subnet route table to an internet gateway, and we have not yet created the internet gateway. So for that I'll go over here, I'll create internet gateway, and I'll name it as demo IGW create internet gateway. Attach to a VPC, I'll pass my demo VPC and attach internet gateway. So this is done. Now still if I try to go through it, it will throw the same error because we have not configured the route table. So for that what we need to do is, we'll go inside this. We have to check the subnet association. Okay, so first what we'll do is, we'll create two routes. One would be public route table. This would be for the demo VPC. Similarly we will do for the private route table as well. So private route table demo VPC create. So these are both created. I'll go in the public route table, subnet association. We'll need to add the public subnets A and B. Save. So these are two showing over here. Okay, now next thing we need to do is, I'll go to private one, do the same things for the private subnets, save association, confirm, yes. So now let's go to route table again. Now let's go to the instance, connect. Now though it is showing error, still we won't be able to connect to it. Yes. So now there is one thing that is remaining for us to do, that is I'll go to the public route table and I'll pass in a rule, I'll pass in a route basically, that all the requests from anywhere would go through internet gateway, and I'll pass this gateway name of our demo IGW. Okay, now let's try to connect it once again. So I'll go to this one and see the error that we were having is gone now, and let's try to connect again, and this time we would be able to connect to our EC2 instance. So this is all for now. If you need a detailed lecture on how to do it and what a CID are, please let me know, I'll create one. And this is the similar way how you can create any other things that you want in your VPC. If you are facing any issues, please let me know, I would be happy to help you out. Thank you, and please like, share and subscribe.